you guys so much. Let's give a round of applause for our hosts. So Will and Jules, this is the only night in the city where you get live illustration. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So. If the Grinch was a real person, he and I would get along famously. Let me tell you why. We'd sit by our fire, commiserating about the woes of Christmas. Yeah. I would talk to him and complain about how consumerism has taken over the holiday. And really now, the world is just funding another yacht for Jeff Bezos. And no one really thinks about its true meaning anymore. And he would complain about those elves on a shelf and how creepy they are, the way they follow you around the house and their eyes just staring at you wherever they go. And then he would mockingly sing that annoying Mariah Carey song until he got it stuck in my head. That green guy and I would have a lot of fun. We would toss snowballs at the blow-up Santas in yards. Yeah, we'd knock down those excessive Christmas displays in Target. And we'd relish in our bah humbugs. Yeah, a lot of people misunderstand the Grinch, but I get him. I understand him. And in the months of November and December, you might even catch my skin begin to turn a little gray. It's 2008 and I'm 30 years old and I'm standing on the toilet of my mom's guest bathroom taping up Christmas lights in her bathroom to the ceiling. I turn to her and say, why are we taping up Christmas lights in the bathroom? People are just going to turn on the light. They're not going to see them. My mom argues, it's going to look nice when they turn the lights off and it creates a festive ambiance. Okay, I roll my eyes at her. But then when my cousin comes over for the holidays and she says, how cool was it that you had Christmas lights in the bathroom? My mom just grins at me with this look. That's the thing about my mom. She has this amazing way of creating the perfect touch for the holidays. She has this way of making everyone feel special, loved in the holiday season. She would do whether it was creating this amazing meal or decorating her house to feel so festive. She just had this way of making everyone feel great. And she often self-sacrificed her own needs, the needs of her family. It was pretty much Christmas after Christmas where our stockings were full and we all forgot about her stocking. It was pretty empty every year. But it was so amazing the way she would self-sacrifice for her family. So now I'm negotiating with her about the holidays. After 2 decades of fighting, my parents have finally decided to separate. They're going through a divorce. So I tell her, even though I'm 30 and it's still complicated dealing with your family and holidays. So I tell her Christmas Eve I'll be with my dad and spend it with his side of the family. But on Christmas Day I'll be with you, Mom. She reluctantly acquiesces and says, are you gonna make the sweet potatoes? Of course, and I'll wrap all the gifts you need me to. Those are my 2 responsibilities, sweet potatoes and gifts. I kissed her on the cheek. Now, probably because my mom was so self-sacrificing, she often forgot to think about prioritizing herself and her own health. So she would often help me, whether it was helping me with a recent breakup or helping me advance my career or helping me manage my depression. She was always there for me, always helping me for whatever she needed. However, she had been neglecting going to the doctor for what she thought was just a stubborn bladder infection. And before you know it, without any warning, she had bladder cancer. And we spent the next Christmas in the hospital. And that bladder cancer had metastasized from her bladder to her spine. And she died 2 months later in February. I wish I could say I remember more about that last holiday with my mother. I wish I could say I remember just us in matching Christmas pajamas watching Hallmark films with Jules. I wish I could say I remember her sharing those ingredients to her secret salad dressing, or us baking cookies. Or maybe I bought her that perfect gift she just relished in as she opened up the foot massager and said, "This is what I've always wanted. And you are the daughter I've always wanted," as she hugged me. But I don't remember any of that. Actually, it was really much a blur. And I don't even remember enjoying that last holiday, probably because my parents were arguing. But the weird thing is, I would give anything right now to go back to those Christmases with my parents fighting, because it would mean they were both still alive. So now, it's 2010, and it's the first holiday without my mom. So we have all gathered at my mom's house where I'm living now, and it's my turn to take over Christmas. I've got the sweet potatoes and the Christmas gifts because that's what I was always charged with, so I know how to do those. I'm going to ace those. Everything is going to go great. I have planned for everything. So I go through my mental checklist. All right. Let's see. I've got honey baked ham my family loves. I've got the mashed potatoes, check. Sweet potatoes, check. Brussels sprouts, check. Corn and carrots, check. Salad, check. Hawaiian rolls, check. Brown sugar, check. Butter, check. Milk, check. Okay. Everything's gonna go great. I have got the tree set up. We put the wrap gifts under the tree. And I have even still managed to find 2 sets of lights to string together to put on the tree, even though it took me 2 hours of detangling. Nothing's gonna go wrong. I've planned for everything. So my dad comes in and he's like, I'd like something to drink. Can I have Southern Comfort? Southern Comfort, check. I remembered his Southern Comfort. Him and my uncle would sit in the living room drinking Southern Comfort. He says, are there any maraschino cherries? Maraschino cherries, they bet to put drink. My dad says, it's okay, don't worry about it. So him and my uncle take their Southern Comforts to the living room, while I try to figure out dinner. My uncle comes back in and asks, are there any shrimp? Oh, shrimp. Oh, my mom would always do this amazing display of fresh shrimp laid out with cocktail sauce, right? She would put that in front of my uncle right as she handed him that Southern Comfort with maraschino cherries. Fuck, I forgot the shrimp. I was so busy worrying about decorating the house, the tree, the gifts, and the groceries, I forgot the appetizer. Shit, it's fine, it's fine. I hand him a can of nuts and I just try to tide him over with that until I can figure out how long dinner is gonna take. I gotta get dinner quick. It's fine. He says it's okay. I go back to the honey baked ham in the oven and I'm trying to figure out, how do I know if it's ready? Now what I didn't know at the time is honey baked ham already comes cooked. Who knew? Alright, the mashed potatoes. So I'm foraging in my cabinet for my mom's mixer. I know she has one, so I just have to find it. I finally find the mixer and I'm like, I have no idea how to use this. So I realized I've got to find those mixing connector spoon things, whatever they're called. So I'm looking for those. I find 6 sets of them, but for some reason, none of them fucking fit. This one? No. This one? No. This one? Fuck! Fuck! It's like when you have all those Tupperware and you can't find a damn top to fit the Tupperware. This one? Fuck! I should have figured this out last night. I don't know what to do. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I finally jam them in there. And then I realized, how do I use this? Before you know it, there are mashed potatoes all over the wall. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's fine. I have the sweet potatoes ready. Oh, fuck. I forgot about the sweet potatoes. They're in the oven. And now they're charred and burned. Oh, God. This is the moment. It's been 3 weeks of everything I've had to do, and it's just building up, and it's about to fucking boil over. Fuck this! Fuck this! I'm crying on my mom's kitchen floor. And I'm yelling at my dead mom. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this without you. This isn't Christmas without you. And this is the moment. This is the moment that I hate Christmas. And this is the moment my skin starts to turn green. And I can feel the Grinch embrace me. He gets me. It's a shitty holiday. Over the years, since then, I've figured it out. I figured out how to push through, get through, and I've learned things. I've learned you don't have to be perfect. You can make mistakes. I've learned you can ask for help. I've learned I don't have to do things the way my mom did things. I don't have to live up to her standards. I can remake what this holiday means to me. And I've learned one very, very important thing I want to share with all of you here today. But it can't leave this room. Mariano's will cook you an entire feast for $79.99. A honey baked ham, mashed potatoes, 3 pounds, 2 pounds of sweet potatoes, a green bean casserole, and a spinach artichoke too. Don't tell anyone. I want there to be a rush. So even though I still hate Christmas, I have a 3-year-old who loves Christmas. And he loves those Santa blow-ups in yards. So every time we see a Santa blow-up in a yard, I turn to him, Alex, Santa blow-up. And he can't say Santa, the S yet, so he says, Danta, Danta. And as I point them out to him, I can feel my skin turn back to its beige tan hue. I used to survive the holidays by turning into the Grinch, but now I have a different way. I'm pulling up to my house and my husband is connecting the blow-up Santa in our yard. And I want to drive past it and away from this day and away from the holiday. But instead I pull into the driveway. And even though every time 93.9 starts their music, I just grin and bear it. I know it'll be okay. Somehow my mom will still be with me. So here we are, sitting, me and my husband, in our matching Christmas pajamas, watching our Hallmark movies. And he turns to me and says, is there anything I can do to make this holiday special for you? He knows it's difficult for me, still without my mom. And I turn to him and say, could we maybe put lights in the bathroom? And he says, why? You're just going to turn on the light and not see them. I said, well, it'll provide a festive ambiance. Besides, I want there always to be some light in